Well, hello friends. We're back today with another unboxing, and this is from kind of a unique place. I've never purchased from them before, but it's lightbulbs.com. Not where you would normally think to get Christmas stuff, but if you Google their website, they actually carry the Vickerman line, which I don't know enough to know if they're exclusive or not, but they have a lot of their stuff. And really, the reason I wanted to go ahead and buy it was because one, some of the prices for the elements that I got were just too good to say no to, which had me a little like, I don't know, but given the volume of content or options from the Vickerman Christmas line that they had, I was like, okay, maybe they're just like a distributor or something, so maybe they're buying in bulk. I don't know. So the prices were really good, but the most important thing that I will say is that their website was incredible to use because they have it sorted, at least for the Christmas section. So you got to look in there. I can't speak to the rest of the stuff. I don't know. But if you go in the Christmas section, it was like an OCD queen's dream. It was coordinated by picks, ornaments, whatever. And like, let's say you chose ornaments, right? When you clicked on the ornaments, it said, do you want round ornament? Like, it was like by shape. Do you want round ornaments? Do you want finials? Do you want onions? Do you want diamond? Do you want, like whatever that was. So let's say you picked the onion shaped ornaments. Okay, so you say you want onion shaped ornaments. You click on that, and then it's by color. I mean, it is wonderful. I could be getting that. Yeah, I think it's by shape and then by color. But it was just incredible. I loved it. And I liked that you can buy like what you're buying is like packs of 2, packs of 3, packs of 6 or something, because nothing wrong with buying the one-off or anything, but it's cheaper when you buy them, obviously, like let's say in a pack of 6 or something. But for a lot of people who have a 7.5 foot tree, because that's a pretty standard size, typically with your floral picks, you usually average about 1 per foot, depending on how full you're going, or like if you're doing like half tree, 3/4 of a tree, depends on what your thing is. So it's really easy for you to buy, like, let's say a pack of 6, and like you might be a little bit less of that one, but you could get another pack, you could get just a whole different variety. But what I really loved was just the color filtering that they had. So like, even if you pick I want red ornaments or whatever, they had a great drop down that you could refine your search even further of like burgundy, wine, cherry red, hot red, and like those types of things. You might be like, okay, like that, why do you need that? But when we have like the super specific burgundy stuff, like things like this that we're trying to match, a lot of people use different names. Some say dark red, some say merlot, some say burgundy. So there's a lot of different names, so it's kind of nice to be able to like filter through the different labels and be like, oh, this is actually what I wanted. So anyways, so far, at least on the purchasing side of things, it has been really good. I did have to email their customer service about a question because I didn't realize that one of the elements that I had was in fact back ordered, but then it turned out it had just come in stock and they shipped it. So once that got settled and the item was ready, they shipped super quick. So let's get into it. Now, this order is primarily focused on my Christmas burgundy, navy blue, and champagne elements. However, you guys have noticed from my other hauls, if you've seen them, that I try, or I have been not trying, it just happens to work out, that I am also gathering inventory for some other variations and themes that I've been working on. So there are a few of those elements in here as well. Oh, okay. Packing slip just went flying, but that was my fault, not theirs. All right. So this is nice. Looks like it's packed well. And I think for those of you who have seen most of my other Christmas videos or hauls, I've mostly been trying to get shatterproof. That's my thing. And then last year I really was frustrated with the fact that I couldn't find anything other than like basic kind of flat generic sphere ball whatever round ornaments for my blue, like my navy. So I've been trying to get more texture this year, wherever that may make sense. So let's get into it. The first, okay, these are nice rolls. Let's see what if they say what they are. Okay, so 2.5 inch by 10 yard rolls, but I liked them because they had like a kind of coppery finish, and I thought this would be really nice either A, with all of my navy and copper garland stuff that I did this year, or my navy copper like mixed metal stuff from last year. But it's hard to find ribbon in copper in general, even though there's plenty of fall stuff out now, but I can't, like, I'm having a really hard time with that. So I think this could be really pretty with my navy combination, like my botanicals, but also if I do the, or whenever I do like the winter, like starry night type look, I think this is going to look really pretty because I don't know, I think I have it near me, but because remember that moon that I picked up a few videos ago from Ross, it has like this kind of textured effect. So I was like, and it's in gold, which is, you know, obviously not what this is. This is kind of like a tan, I don't want to say bronze. It's a nice color though, copper and kind of like a, I don't want to say champagne, mocha. I think mocha is the right word. But it's wired, and honestly for the price, I was like, we're getting two. So these are awesome. And then let's see, we got a 6-pack of these, and so these are actually listed as wine, so that's cool, but they're shatterproof. I like that they were bigger. These are 4-inch Christmas shatterproof ornaments, and I just mostly like them that they had the glitter and they were really textured. But going back to like the organization on the website, like let's say you really like these, but your colors, like mine, okay, let's use mine, are like, you know, this burgundy wine color and then champagne and let's say brown or whatever, there's a good chance that they make these exact same ones in those other colors. So if you're building out a new theme with, like, let's say you already know the colors that you want, there's a good chance that you could build out a whole collection of ornaments really easily. And like, I got 6 of these. I'm trying to do, I want to have enough unique ornaments on the tree, but I got really frustrated last year that I could only find the navy ornaments in pretty much one size and generally like one shape. So this year I really, really wanted to focus on mixing and matching the shapes, the sizes, the textures. So for me, a 6-pack of this in wine, and then like if I would have gotten like, let's say the same ones in like a champagne gold or something like that, I think that would have been like more than sufficient mixed in with all the other stuff on my tree. But it depends on what type of tree decor you like. All right, so I see these, so these are calling to me. This is an 8-pack of chocolate finial ornaments, and they're kind of small. They're only 4 inches, but I kind of like that because as much as I love, you know, let's say the 20-inch long finials, it really requires a specific type of tree to hang these from the edge, like the tips of the branches, for them to lay nicely without hitting other branches and whatnot. And I actually think that the 4-inch is probably for my tree. I think it's a good fit. I probably could have getting away with a few bigger ones, but I thought this, you know, for the price, this is an 8-pack. They're all just a little bit different. There's just like a fine glitter, there's like this kind of matte finish, satin finish, and then there's like a glitter with chunky glitter, and then there's a more gloss finish. And I thought, you know, these can mix into the tree really nicely, and I can always embellish them if I wanted to further, which is something I think a lot of people take for granted. Like these, you can decorate these more, like, right, they're plastic, you can go crazy with them. So that was a great find. I'm thinking of using those for my transitional tree a little bit more. Let's see. Okay. Yes. Okay. I saw these and I was like, yep. So these are 22-inch burgundy glitter magnolia sprays, and they came in a 12 pack. So let's see if I can get one of these out. The reason I really wanted these was because they're 22 inches, so they're a good size, but magnolia leaves in particular have a little bit more surface area to them. Let's say compared to maybe something like these, which we'll get into in a second. So you get, depending on what your goals are, a little bit more bang for your buck because the leaves in these are larger. You know, they take up more room. So is this burgundy? I think, I don't know. I'm not sure if I would consider this like a true burgundy compared to some of the other stuff, but that's okay. They're still pretty. And I can always add, like they're already like a base red, so I could always add burgundy glitter on top of them if we really wanted to be crazy. So see how easy it is to like fluff these out, and they're all wired, so that's nice. They're, you know, it's not the premium silks that you get from some of the specialty Christmas stores or anything, but I think if, especially for filler purposes or wreaths or outdoor, like this could be more than sufficient. But these fan out really nicely. They look beautiful. And see how much space that takes up now? Like that could be a really great filler on your tree. It looks nice and natural. It'll, in the red, what I really wanted more red was, it's gonna be just a really nice pop of contrast against the dark green, because as much as I love green on green is, you know, hard to see. So we got a 12 pack of these, very, very affordable in my opinion, especially compared to the look. So when I'm saying very affordable, they're cheaper than the premium designer ones that you see at some of the, like the shops out of Texas, let's say, that are like Christmas superstores, which there's nothing wrong with. There's a time and a place for them. You need those for statement pieces, but these are very affordable in my opinion compared to the price of like what you would get at your local big box craft store. So, and I think truthfully, these feel like a nicer quality so far. We'll see when we're working with them. So those are, we'll put those to the side because let's open these next so we can show you by comparison. So these were labeled as burgundy mini locust sprays. I'm not entirely sure what a locust spray is, or at least I feel like I've seen something similar to this, but I never knew that's what it was called. So these, I can't remember the price comparison on them. These are glittered. Again, are they actually burgundy? I think burgundy is a very interpretational color from what I'm learning. So we're just gonna, I want to fluff them out here just so you can kind of see what we're looking at, because they're so compact when they ship. It's, you know, hard sometimes to really gauge what they look like, but you just give them a little fluff. You can bend these a little bit, you know, put some life back into them, because they're not going to be flat in nature. Not that nature's also covered in glitter either, but this is kind of a weird stem. Anyways, this is cool, and it's going to add a lot of texture and dimension, and we'll probably mix this in with some champagne sprigs or whatever, but I'm not sure I would leave these just by themselves in the tree, whereas these, I could kind of shove these in by themselves and they take up a lot more visual space. But these, see how much negative space, you know, in between all of the leaves and the stems and stuff you get, whereas this is a little bit more of the magnolia leaves are a little bit more of a solid. So you need different textures to create visual appeal for the eye, and that's true whether you're decorating a Christmas tree, you're decorating a mantle, you're making a garland for the front door, you're making a teardrop wreath, you know, like whatever you're doing, like having layers and textures and dimension is what it's all about, in my opinion. Everybody has their own style guide, so this is just my opinion. And I should say, it doesn't really matter what I say, what anybody else, pro designers, whatever. If you like it and you made it how you like it, that's all that matters, because you're the one looking at it. So don't listen to anybody else. You do you. All right, now going deeper into the box, we have, while we're doing the picks, we'll finish. So these I'm very excited about. I really like the chocolate mocha vibe, but that's a really hard thing to find. I used it a little bit last year in my Christmas tree where I had like, so the colors were essentially navy, like a copper, metallic, gold, mixed metals, we'll say, like those types of, you know, bronzy, not really bronze, but mostly copper and gold, a little bit of bronze. And then I had a little bit of chocolate and mocha, but I really couldn't find more, but I like it. And then after Christmas, I found these beautiful fantasy floral stems from, I want to say it was Decorator's Warehouse that were on clearance. And I used those, and I've been using them. Make sure you check out my most recent videos, or just search my channel for like the navy garland. Just put a navy garland and that'll come up, because I have them. I have those chocolate fantasy flowers in there, and they're just so pretty. And I think the chocolate color is a great alternative during the fall season if you don't want all the oranges and kind of reds and that stuff, if that's not your vibe. So these I really, really like. This was a 6-pack. They're 29-inch mocha glitter leaf sprays. That's what they're called. So I'm just going to fluff them out a little bit. I just like these because they're simple. They have beautiful texture on them. They have nice little beading, and they're fairly neutral. I could use them for a couple different things, I think. Like I said, probably not what I would consider the premium designer quality that you get, but they're not bad either. They're very nice, and for the price, I think they're a very good deal. And from what I could tell on their website, there's still a lot more coming. Or generally speaking, there's a lot of stuff that's coming in. So this is by no means at all a good representation of their collection, but I really liked these. I thought they were very pretty. They're going to catch the eye well, and I can layer them in with like, let's say some platinum, or not platinum, some champagne picks or something. I'm a little underwhelmed by the stem, but I get it. I think it'll blend in when you're mixing this with something else. I wish it was like either a brown stem or something, but you know, it is what it is. And for the price, like I said, not mad about it. And I think a lot of these stems could be used very easily as your base set of picks and stems for your tree. And so for the price, I think you could do a lot with these. Now, our last set of picks, I did not have a plan for these. I sort of had a plan for these. I already uploaded my other videos with like my copper and metallic, so these are a little late for that. But these, how pretty are these? These are called 14-inch mocha pearl poppy flowers, and they were a 3-pack, and I just thought they are just so pretty. I'm really getting into the botanicals and the silks for the holidays, because I think it, like, there's, you know, a time and place for ornaments, but I think sometimes you're just kind of, I don't know, you just need something different. And so I've been really getting into like the florals, and I think this is just such a pretty color, whether you use it for fall or it's a pop of just brightness on your tree. But I mean, here's my hand, I'm putting this in there. They are giant, and it's a 3-pack. So these were probably one of the more pricier pieces that I picked up, but I think they're very pretty. And I think given their size, they're going to have, when you know, like you put it on the tree, we're going to bend them a little bit so they kind of face upwards. So when we put these on the tree, let's say assuming we put these on the tree, they are going to look gorgeous. They're going to be very impactful, very pretty. So yeah, very cool, very cool. And then we just cover them back up. So I won't open all of them. Nope. We'll deal with that later. And then I think, oh, okay. There's one last thing in here. Yep, one last thing in here. So these were just part of my burgundy. I just don't have, I'm trying to build my burgundy collection up. These are also shatterproof. And these are listed as 8-inch burgundy candy swirl drop ornaments. It was a 3-pack, and I just really liked them because of the texture and the way that this is going to hit the light, because we have the gloss finish here, which definitely looks like nail polish that I own. And then on this side, you know, the opposing side, we have a little bit of glitter with some chunky glitter on top of it. So I just thought these are going to hang really nicely and be a nice addition to the tree. And like I said, we're building up our burgundy collection of ornaments and elements this year. So all in all, very good experience first time around. I definitely recommend you guys check them out. I'm not sponsored or anything to say this. This is just my experience. I bought all of this on my own, and I'm glad that I did. Definitely glad that I did. It's definitely a good resource. Like I said, if you're building out a new look and you're having a hard time finding the specific colors you want, I highly recommend getting these very unique pieces and picks that I don't see elsewhere. And I think honestly they have some really great prices compared to just even your local big box craft stores, where a lot of people I know get their stuff. And like I said, the shipping was super fast, so yeah, no complaints. If you guys are curious to see how some of this stuff comes together and is used in my actual decorating, make sure you are subscribed. There are so many great holiday videos coming out this year. I'm so excited to share them with you. And depending on how my collections build out with, so we have our burgundy tree this year that is burgundy, navy, and champagne with a little pop of green, apple green. Then we also have, we're kind of continuing our build of last year's navy, copper, gold, mixed metals, but instead of having the chocolate in there, we are going to be working in like our stars and moons, so like a winter's night. So that's one theme. And then you guys might have seen my fairies that we bought recently, so that's a thing. We're kind of doing like a Fantasia, maybe transitional tree, hopefully, depending on if we can get enough elements that make the most sense for that. But like a nice, if you guys remember the Nutcracker speak from Fantasia from like back in the day, if not, go Google it, or I'll link down below to it. It was such a great scene where the fairies, the sugar plum fairies, are coming out and they're skating across this lake and all the foliage, and it's kind of like the first winter frost essentially this season, and everything's starting to transition over to that icy vibe. So anyways, that's the look that we're sort of curating right now. So there's a lot going on. So if I can get enough stuff to make the trees, I'll probably rotate through the trees this year if I have time and I have the right stuff. Otherwise I don't know, maybe we'll turn these into garlands for the house or centerpieces or something. I don't know. We'll see. But the point is, make sure you're subscribed, because there's a lot of stuff coming. We got to use this. All right, friends. Thanks so much for watching and checking out this haul video. And if you want to see more haul videos, check the playlist. Okay. Bye, friends.